I'm going undefeated. I've broken the system.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New York Jets. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. It's Darnold. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. This is fielded at the 27. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
A first down carry here for Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Darnold. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Room past the 20. And finally taken down to the 25-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One of the more productive and durable players up until last year. Remember, in 2019, 116 catches, which was an all-time record for NFL running backs. Trying to come back from an injury-filled 2020, just 17 catches on the year. Sure is great to see him back on the field doing his thing.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Darnold on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 46.
And the Jets are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play.
We're scoreless after 1. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And this one is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
but they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case, with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Hassan Reddick drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. This is taken at the 18. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
From the 44, Darnold. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he'll just get rid of it.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Let's
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
go, come on.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Hey, it's our house. 29 is the mic. Mike 29.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Marshall.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Don't say nothing. He's checking.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. That's caught right side by Anderson. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Wilson. Now the ball comes loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A fake to McCaffrey. Now Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to have a 1st down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Returning from his end zone is Ty Johnson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Play action. It's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Here's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense does cover this one, but back inside their own 5-yard line. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. 57's the mic. Rock 57. Okay, no need to lady. There we go.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Flushed out right. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area, and he just put it well over his head, out of harm's way.
Darnold gets this to McCaffrey, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
57's the mic. 57's the mic. Ready, lady? Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Darnold to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Now Darnold. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. That's Foster hauling it in over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go play action with Wilson. Sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And the grab by Croft. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Play action. Now Wilson. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out, fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
It's just a little hit for the summer.